guys, what's going on? It's In the Gym with Team Massive Joes and Derek Rose. Training some shoulders, baby, at Anytime Fitness, Unley, South Australia. Look at the hand vascularity on Steve Mills, a.k.a. the Vanilla Gorilla, also known as Neve. Jack Perry in the house. Massive Joe's Business Development Manager, a.k.a. Jack Daddy, a.k.a. Traps on Traps on Traps. You'll see why in a sec. And myself, Massive Joe, a.k.a. the Buffalo Soldier, also known as the Fluorescent Giraffe of Peace.
That was... How long has that been? 49 seconds.
That's a f***ing intro. I don't care who you are, where you come from. That intro is delicious. You need those fire extinguishers to put the fire out from that intro.
Microphone here. So, we're training some deltoids at Anytime Fitness, Unley, but nobody listens to you. They fast forward to the minute mark, try and get past your intro. So here's Jackos doing some Arnold press.
Yeah, just starting out with the Arnold press here. So, generally most workouts are starting with a big compound movement. Slight difference with the Arnold press to your general shoulder press is you're adding in rotation, looking to hit a little bit more of that medial deltoid as well.
And in usual TMJ style, we did the rest pause. So Jack got out as many reps as he could by himself. Little bit of a spot at the end by young Nevos there. Look at the delts on Nevos.
I just got to say, man, this Arnold press, it hurts, man. Like if you are used to doing a conventional dumbbell overhead press and you go and flip the switch and do this Arnold press, man, it hurts.
I struggled.
It's painful, man.
I struggled.
Watch Jack Daddy here. Try and get the rest pause. Try and go for a few more reps. Deltoid's burning. Feels like there's fire in there.
I thought Jackos would get at least...
No.
Not happening on that occasion.
I was waiting for him to bust out a couple on his own, then I was going to step in the spot.
Yeah, good spotting technique there, Neve.
No, mate.
You're probably admiring yourself in the mirror, my man.
I'm sure I was, which is... I'll probably add it to one of my fan pages later on today.
One of them.
I think this is the final set here where we actually go into a drop set. So again, just another intensity technique. Pump up the volume a little bit and get those 3D delts growing.
Pump up the volume, pump up the delts of peace, my man. And squeeze all kinds of blood in them bitches. Trying to build them Dwight Howard delts. You see Dwight Howard, didn't
Shut up, Joe. This is what... Okay, so sorry to the 5 subscribers we just lost. And Jackos again drops the weight down. As you can see with Jack, he tries to keep the form pretty much. But see, I struggled with this, Joseph.
You couldn't actually twist your wrists.
Because I'm used to...
because you have no medial delts.
No, I'm used
Your
to...
deltoid, most people have three parts to their delts. Front delt, side delt, rear delt. Neve has front delt.
I'm used to...
They all merge into it.
Yeah, my front delt is my rear delt.
Fuck was that? Snort at the viewers at home. God damn.
I'm used
no respect. First of all, in some pause, you don't look at the viewers. Now you're snorting and in the gym with Team Massive Joes. You're a f***ing pig, mate.
Pig or gorilla? Neve is, as you say, Neve is struggling terribly on the rear delts.
What are we doing here, Neve?
We're doing some rear delt flies, cable flies.
You want to explain to the viewers why you're not using handles? Why you're just using the cables with the hooks?
Because that way out that I get my my pinky, keep my pinky up.
You keep your palms facing down.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
the way.
keep your palms facing down if you've got handles in there because the handles want your palms to face either towards.
I had no idea which hand went on top there. Took a little bit while there.
That's it, mate.
So you need to make sure here. See, this was too heavy. I didn't check my ego at the door.
Yeah, you should have. That was terrible form right there.
Yeah.
What you want to do when you're doing any kind of rear delt flying exercise, so similar to this, is you want to make sure that you keep your elbows in line with your wrists. So you don't want to drop your elbows too low because you're going to start hitting too much back, too many lats. You want to keep your elbows nice and high and in line with your wrists. So here, this is much better form. You drop the weight down, you get much better form. You also want to make sure with rear delts that it's quite a difficult muscle to hit and quite a difficult muscle to isolate from your back. So you just really want to get your mind muscle connection right. Go a little bit lighter and squeeze them bitches. for maximum gains.
Jack's come back to admire
The form on the knee.
the form.
I think just getting you back when you were spotting me, Steve. Just trying to look pretty in the background there.
So Jack's just gone off, done a few shrugs, just got a bit of blood in the traps, and he's just standing there trying to look intimidating.
Explain to the viewers at home what's up with training and throwbacks, Neve. I gotta say, man, I don't think I've seen you rock out some TMJ apparel, well, at least upper half TMJ apparel for a while, man.
I wear a TMJ hat.
Oh, that's a good point.
I wear a TMJ shorts.
And a Bulls jersey.
Because
Are you trying to channel the wild
No.
bull inside you, Neve?
No, I am not
I
lean.
think you might be.
I am not lean enough to be rocking our racerback or stringer.
Well, this is true.
Oh, but we do have a Massive Joe's throwbacks, but I use them for my special occasions.
I think we should
I
make
use them when I go out on a Saturday night.
when you take a bushy cat out for dinner at Cafe Primo.
Wait, nothing wrong.
Don't unveil all of Neve's secrets
not
to the viewers.
Do
at
not
home.
unveil my dating tips. Just for the fellas listening, Cafe Primo, you can get an entree of garlic bread. You get your main with extra chips and barbecue sauce.
Wait for it.
Then you get your you can get your dessert. You can get your ice cream for your pushy cat. Plus, you can get the meal deal to throw in half-price movie tickets. This is a 3-course dinner, 3-course dinner, and a movie.
Mate, you really know how to wine and dine, don't you? Dwight Howard in the house.
We just missed this whole exercise here of Joe.
So this exercise
But you've learnt a few handy dating tips.
on how to pull the bushy cats. So here we're doing dumbbell lateral raises to pop them side delts, man. The reason why we're doing them, and you can't really tell from it, look at the squat technique in the background. I'm sorry. I tried not to. When we watched this oh God. Balls deep.
Joe, talk about the exercise, Joe.
Okay, so dumbbell lateral raises. Now, I'm doing these on an incline bench that is reverse, and I'm kind of leaning forwards on that incline bench. The reason why we do that instead of doing them standing is to take body English out of the movement, and then because you're kind of leaning forward a little bit as well, it makes sure that you're really targeting those medial delts and taking the front delts out as much as possible.
Now, Jack Daddy, you used dumbbells. You used weight plates for this exercise.
Yeah. See, personally, I find that my traps tend to really overpower my shoulders. So by using the weight plates, you're actually changing the way that you the weight is acting on, the muscles you're trying to activate. So by using weight plates, holding them in the tip of your fingers, you actually find that you get a much better dragging sensation and motion, which is what you're looking for when hitting in those medial delts.
And the most important thing when you're training side delts, when you're doing any kind of lateral raise, once again, is to keep your elbows in line with your wrists. So don't drop your elbows and then don't pop your elbows too high as well. You want to keep them nice in line with your wrists. Make sure you hit them medial delts, man.
It's Nevos with a terrible camera angle.
This is what we like to call the Ulysses Jr. camera angle of peace right here.
Nothing but a groin shot. And so for this,
If you're wondering why it's called the Ulysses Jr. camera angle, go check out Ulysses on Instagram. I think it's Ulysses World. In fact, I'm sure it's Ulysses World. I check it on a daily basis.
Joe just sits there refreshing his Instagram feed, just hoping to see another picture of Ulysses Jr.
He is my man crush at the moment. Phenomenal bodybuilder. And we train with him in Vegas at the Olympia.
Joe's got a few pictures in the old bank from Ulysses. And then,
Come on, mate. Tell the viewers what you're doing.
so we got.
What exercise is this?
This looks to be some kind of shoulder pressing motion.
Stop talking about your...
This looks to be some kind of shoulder pressing movement. 50 kilos aside. Oh, this is 60. Nevos stepped it
Don't cut
up.
yourself short, Neve.
I didn't see that we'd changed. This was the last set. I didn't see.
Because you were too busy talking about the camera angle.
Oh yeah. So Joe was off somewhere, probably looking at Ulysses' Instagram feed. So I had to get up and take my weight plate off. So dropped down now to 2 plates aside. This is a bit of a struggle. Normally with this, I only get a couple reps out. Jackos is doing a bit of front delt work here now, but
Bit of bicep curls in the
bit of
background,
bicep
though.
curls.
It's helping you get those weights up, man.
I got the old busted nut in your face going on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Joe's just seen Nut hasn't uploaded a new photo. Can step back into it. And then the last set, drop down the weight and just try to pump out as many. Yeah, I generally like to aim for 10 reps on the last set, but it doesn't always work.
And the reason why we're using machine here instead of going to like a barbell or dumbbells, obviously we started with those dumbbell Arnold presses. It just kind of takes a lot of those stabilizing muscles out of it when you come and you do a machine. All you have to focus on is pushing up, hitting those front delts. You don't have to worry about balancing or stabilizing. So it's a good exercise to put in towards the end of the workout.
And also being isolateral, it means that you're using one muscle one side at a time.
You've got to love those hammer strength isolaterals.
Looks like we're getting into some shrugs here, guys, just to finish off the workout. We are.
Some shrugs, man.
So I have to say, this is an exercise that I actually haven't used probably for at least 5 or 6 years since, doing some football type weight training. But it's just one of those body parts that for me tends to respond really well to any movements I'm doing.
What muscle responds best with you, Joseph, for a bit of training?
Mate, it depends what I'm training. I have a perfect mind-muscle connection.
And see, we never really do shrugs that often, do we, Joseph?
We don't, because we hit enough traps when we do like upright rows, or you hit traps when you do lateral raises. You hit traps. Traps are involved in a lot of different shoulder movements. So, generally we don't have to hit shrugs because they get hit enough.
Our traps grew the most when we were doing real heavy rack pulls.
Yeah, rack pulls and deadlifts.
That was probably the number one trap killer for us.
Absolutely. But then what happened was we rolled on into the gym for this workout, and we saw the fucking traps on the Jack Daddy. Jesus! And we thought, shit, man, we got some work to do. We're going to go do some shrugs.
Just quickly, how far out are you, Jackos?
What is that growth on your back?
No, I'm talking to Jack.
I am,
For it?
am currently, thinking of stepping on stage, probably sitting at around 9 or 10% at the moment. Don't really have a time frame in mind just yet.
And how far out are you?
Well, I just said I don't have a time frame.
Good to see Nick answers questions and listens to the answer. Guys, hit the subscribe button.
I'm going to put Jack down for IMBA 2014.
Really?
March or April. Maybe May. No, it's May. You got plenty of time, Jack. I'll sit down. Hit him in the angry face, Neve. I'll sit down with you, Jack, later. We'll talk about the diet. Where we come from, Joe.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.